Hello, everybody, and welcome to this LifeVantage webinar. We are biohacking the aging code. What does that mean? I'm going to tell you. My name is Marisa Maggio-Harelson, and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I have been a part of this amazing company for almost 8 years, and it has been the most joyful work that I've ever done. We have a gift here tonight, so if you are on this call as a guest, I just say thank the person that invited you to just take a look at this. When I learned about LifeVantage was, oh my gosh, I was in a yoga studio. I teach yoga, and I was actually taking that day, and I overheard a conversation. And it was about someone just talking about some amazing things happening with her health. And I was so intrigued. I've always been into health and wellness. So I asked her what she was talking about. And she pointed to one of my students who many of you might know, Carrie Williams, who's one of the top leaders of our company and in the industry. And the rest is history. I went over to her and I talked to her, and she gave me this link to an ABC Primetime investigative report. If you have not watched that, I invite you to watch that after this webinar, not right now, but after this webinar, to just see exactly what happened with John Quinones, an ABC Primetime investigative reporter, 11-time Emmy award-winning reporter. And that is on a website called biohackandactivate.com. Biohackandactivate.com. You can get that from the person that was inviting you. So I wasn't looking for LifeVantage when LifeVantage found me, but it came at a really, really good time. I'm a mom. My children now are 17 and 20, but they were 10 and almost 13 when I learned about LifeVantage. I'm married to a wonderful man, Scott, and we live here in Phoenix also with our 2 dogs. So I have I have a daughter in college and a son who will be in college next fall. And I was in a place in my life that I wasn't looking, but I was looking, right? I wasn't sure what to do in my life. I'm a former television news reporter and anchor, and I worked in that industry almost 20 years. I left that when my kids were little so I could be home with them, and I was an older mom. So I took some of those skills from TV news and incorporated them into a little home-based business of marketing and PR, and I did that. And it was really hard because if I wasn't finding a client and doing a project, I wasn't getting paid. So I didn't know to look for anything that was different that could create some type of leverage income. I didn't know that, and I wasn't looking for that. But when I saw what LifeVantage was about and I saw the science behind these amazing products, I got my blinders on. I just put them on and I locked arms. Meaning I just connected with the mentors and the people that know this company. And it's been fun to be a part of something from the very beginning. So I'm going to take you back in time a little bit, give you a little bit of the history of our company, a little about our products, and a little bit more about my story as I'll weave that in as you watch this. So I'm going to share it with you, a little PowerPoint that's going to talk to you about biohacking, the theories of aging, nutrigenomics. So what is nutrigenomics? Well, it is nutrition for your genes, changing gene expression through nutrition and naturally occurring compounds. What does that mean? It means that our bodies are amazing. It means that what we are born with is not necessarily what we have to live with. Not everything is genetic. So about 3 to 5% of our genetic makeup is coded at birth, and the other is really how we live our life, mind, body, spirit, all of it. So we have to take care of ourselves, and nutrition has everything to do with it. So LifeVantage, our company, started out as a small biotech company out of the University of Colorado in Denver. Today, we are an incredible company, a multi-million-dollar a year company, 200 and some million-dollar a year company, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, stocks going crazy, and we're on track to be a billion-dollar a year company. And this is our Protandim family. These 3 products are really what's taking this company to another level. And it started with the Protandim NRF2 activator. I'll talk a little bit more about what NRF2 activation is, but it's like the garbage truck, cleaning out the garbage in the cells. Then we have the NRF1 Protandim, boosting the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. And we have NAD, which is my favorite. Oh my gosh, I feel something. I don't know if you will, but I think you will. But that's like the mothership of the cell, making sure all the other properties and enzymes in the cells are doing their job. So LifeVantage, after that ABC investigative report aired way back when, back in 2005, it was a lead story. There were $5 million of orders. People wanted Protandim NRF2 in their bodies right away. But guess what? The company was not a network marketing company. It had no way to get it out to the masses. They were a small biotech company out of the University of Colorado in Denver. So they scrambled to get it on store shelves. It was on store shelves for 3 years. The company's stock had gone from $1 a share to 20 overnight, but it quickly went down. They had $5 million of orders in a couple of weeks, but there was an 8-month backlog. They had no way to get it out to the masses, no marketing infrastructure. So it sat on store shelves, GNCs, Rite Aid, CVS pharmacies for 3 years. Company was going bankrupt. They knew they had something amazing here, but they couldn't figure out a way to get it out to the masses. Retail was not working. Think about how many stores are closing today in retail shops. It's not really the way people are buying products. However, oxidative stress, talking a little bit about what that is, because that's our flagship product, Protandim. It is actually reducing oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is basically the rusting of the cells caused by aging. And it's caused by everything. It's caused by the cell phone. It's caused by the jet fuel in the airplane and the benzene and the gasoline and the water and the chemicals in the water to make it safe. And over time, it's turning our cells, it's rusting our cells. We don't see it, but it's linked to many, many diseases and many issues. So what if you knew of something that was scientifically proven that could reduce that? Well, guess what? Researchers, after they saw that ABC report, contacted the formulator of this and wanted to begin their own studies about oxidative stress and the issues they were interested in. So today there's actually 31 clinical peer-reviewed published studies on the National Institutes of Health Medical Library. It's called pubmed.gov for public medicine, pubmed.gov. So you go to your .gov and your edu websites or your scholar.google, not your just Googles, and you type in Protandim, and you're going to see those studies from Louisiana State University. That was on skin cancer. American Heart Association never before has done a study on a branded supplement. Harvard, have you heard of Harvard before? And also the National Institute on Aging did a longevity study, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. So we have multiple patents and foreign patents as well, 7 in the US. So what is Protandim doing inside of our body? Well, we take the acai berries and the blueberries because we know they're good for us nutritionally. But when it comes to the war on free radicals, when our bodies are producing over 300 septillion free radicals a day, I hardly even know how to say that, much less write it, but it's like a 3 and 27 zeros after that. That's like a Dixie cup on a house fire, 1-to-1, one antioxidant molecule eliminating 1 million or 1 free radical. Protandim actually turns on that fire hose in every room of the house. That's what it's like. So 1 Protandim, it's a little yellow pill of 5 natural ingredients, activates your own body's production to help eliminate 1 million free radicals per second every second, scientifically proven. Pretty powerful statement to say. Well, guess what else we are allowed to say is that Protandim lowers oxidative stress on the average of 40% in 30 days, up to 70% after 120 days. And it supports natural cellular repair and rejuvenation. That study I was telling you about by the National Institute on Aging, they are an arm of the National Institutes of Health where our taxpayer dollars pay for. They did a 10-year study comparing Protandim to some other components, some other substances, including 2 medicines. And Protandim showed to be the only natural substance clinically proven to increase lifespan in male mice by 7%, which equated to about 5 more human years. So you can see the plants on the screen: turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. It's the synergy that actually activates this pathway called NRF2. Our products have the banned substance control group stamp, which shows that it's safe for professional athletes and Olympians to take this product if they're drug tested. And we also have the NSF label, which is the highest government manufacturing practices, making sure that everything is clean and safe and tested. So it's that synergy. You can take all 5 of those plants. They won't do what 1 Protandim does. While those are amazing Ayurvedic plants, it's the synergy. It's like leaving the yeast out of the cake. So it's that synergy that turns on this switch, NRF2, And that's what makes each one of those plants 1,800% more powerful than if you were to take them individually. This is what Washington State University is saying just about NRF2, not about protandem, saying that NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's a really big statement to say by one of the top medical universities in the world. We have a gift here, the first natural NRF2 activator in the world, the most potent and backed by clinical peer-reviewed research. Now we switch gears and we have the protandem NRF1. And the NRF1 is a combination of 5 natural ingredients as well, working synergistically to boost the mitochondria. Remember the mitochondria? Well, if you don't, I'll show you a picture coming up next. But this is increasing your cellular energy. It's the engine of the cell. And without these thousands of engines in our cell, we won't be around. So the mitochondria is very powerful. It fuels the ATP. It's that energy we need. It's the food that we need to give our cells what they need so that they can do their job. Mitochondria dysfunction, very serious issue, and it's linked to all kinds of issues, as you can see on the screen, from Alzheimer's and Parkinson's to cardiovascular issues and autism, muscular dystrophy, cancers, you name it. Now we have protandem NAD, also working synergistically. Now this one will just blow your mind. So NAD came out in October. And I take 2 of these every day, and I will always take 2 of these every day. So NAD is a molecule in our DNA, and I just say she is the mothership, the CEO of the cell, making sure the NRF1, NRF2 pathways are doing what they need to do, and she's making sure that that cellular waste is cleaned up, really supporting healthy longevity in the cell, promoting mental focus and concentration and better mood and physical and mental energy, healthy inflammatory responses it supports, and healthy cholesterol levels and vascular system. So you can see there are 4 natural ingredients in there as well, including olive oil tree leaf and wasabi. And by itself, it is amazing, but when it works together, oh my goodness, I'll show you the next slide in a second. But our competition only activates this master molecule, NAD, by 2% in 24 hours or 30 days, I believe that is. Ours activates 100% in 24 hours, activating that molecule, the NAD, 100%. And a lot of people will do caloric restriction or intermittent fasting to activate NAD, and they do get more of a mental clarity. And while intermittent fasting is really good for you, guess what? You get the same benefits by taking NAD, and it's natural. So this is what I was telling you about. Just look at the blue stacks that are the longest, right? The highest, without getting too scientific on you, is that taken together, the protandem NRF2, NRF1, and the NAD, it basically supercharges certain genes in the DNA, including in the NRF2, an anti-inflammatory gene by over 848%. By itself, it's really good. It's actually doing it by 51%. But when you take all 3 together, it's really supercharging everything. And with the NRF1 as well as NAD. When NAD is taken with these other 2, this one specific gene is also activated by over 227%. So just know that it's supercharging when all 3 are taken together, and it's just doing amazing things to optimize your cellular health. Well, guess what? We're not all about just fixing 3 flat tires. We're going to fix all of the body. The body's like this vehicle. So we want to make sure it's running smoothly. We've got to have good probiotics and good prebiotics. The prebiotics is like the fertilizer for the gut garden. It's the food. And then the probiotic is the food that our intestines need. And ours is so incredible. A lot of probiotics out there are, I would just say, expensive urine. You waste a lot of money. Ours has 6 billion CFUs, and it is time released. It has a special patented technology called BioTrack in it, which allows it to bypass the acid in the throat and the stomach. And it also has a patented ingredient called Wellmune. A lot of studies on Wellmune as well and the healthy benefits of Wellmune. Most probiotics out there have about a 4% absorption. Ours has 60%. And the prebiotic is yummy. It tastes like blood orange. And it also, take it before you eat a meal and you will definitely be less hungry. So we are trying to get the microbiome to be healthy, because your brain and your gut, if your gut is off, your brain is off, and 70% of your body's immune system function is off. And I'm going to show you something. You might laugh about it. It's a poop chart, but I'm telling you, a healthy poop is very important, and these products are incredible. You want your poop to be like a banana almost, you know? So sorry, that's about as much as I'll get into the poop, but it's very, very important to have healthy elimination in your body, because if your gut is off, a lot of people will have depression and anxiety. So let's get the gut happy so we're happy, right? Okay, and then part of that, make sure those cells stay juicy and clean and viable, and make sure all the functions are happening inside the cells. We need a really good omega fish oil. Ours has omega 3s and 7s. 3s are what really are good for the brain, good for the heart, the skin, the eyes, really supporting a healthy immune system. Also has vitamin D, and our tastes like lemon lime if you were to bite into them. I don't recommend doing that, but you won't get the fishy afterbirth taste, and you can trace the boat to the bottle, which is phenomenal. And these fish are found in the coldest waters in the Nordic, which are actually the cleanest waters out there. I didn't realize how important omegas were until this beautiful company educated me more and more. So lots of studies about that. I've talked about the prebiotic that is also a part of our physique system. We also have a fat burner that is natural and gentle, that's actually attacking the visceral fat cells inside of our bodies, which actually can cause a lot of inflammation. And even thin people can have that visceral fat cell. So it's targeting that. And also this protein powder is beautiful vanilla taste, and it's made with whey, no casein, from the happiest cows in Vermont. And it has 18 grams of protein, 1 gram of organic raw cane sugar in it. This is an amazing physique system. We're not about, we're not a weight loss company. We're a healthy lifestyle weight management company, as well as just a total healthy well-being company. So we have this ultimate stack. I think everybody in the world should be on the ultimate stack. It averages out to about $8 a day. Think about what people are spending their money on, right? Daily, they'll go to a coffee shop and spend $8 to $10, not even think about it, daily. This is about your health. So you invest in your health a little bit now, or you can pay a heck of a lot more later on things that you don't want to be having to spend money on, right? So that's our ultimate stack, which gives you the NRF1 Protandim, NRF2, the NAD, the probiotic, the prebiotic, and the fish oil. And I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. All right, and then we have brain function. Oh my gosh, so Axio, and I'm gonna actually take a little drink right now. This is the grapefruit flavor. I don't think I need caffeine at the moment, but we do have it with caffeine and without caffeine. The caffeine is just from the green tea, only 100 milligrams, but this is phytonutrients for the brain. This is all natural, no sugars, no carbonations. People drink these horrible drinks out there that are all about energy, and it's false energy that's actually injuring the body and injuring the vascular system. Ours is all healthy, and it's firing up those neurotransmitters and really getting them to fire up on all cylinders. And this helps with reducing mental fatigue, brain fog. My husband calls it the executive brain function drink. So we have the Axio decaf and the regular, and you can see this child with focus issues before and after, just on Protandim, NRF2, and Axio 2 weeks later. Pretty incredible. We love it in this household. My son takes it every day before he goes to school. We all take it every day. So now we have skincare. This is NRF2 activation for the skin. You guys finish up on whatever skincare you're using and get this in your body on your skin right away. I promise you, you will never want to go back on anything else. This was developed after 3 skin cancer studies from the little yellow pill Protandim Nerf 2 on how Louisiana State University researchers were able to stop melanoma skin cancer in mice and the spreading by like 57%. Really incredible. So we had an anti-aging cream. We now have a total system that actually, oh my gosh, it makes your skin look smoother, feel smoother, reduces those lines. It's like the Windex of our family. If you have a cut, burn, wound, we have a cleanser, we have a perfecting lotion, we have an eye serum, and then the anti-aging cream that smells like Japanese grapefruit. I wish I could just put that smell inside the airwaves here, the internet airwaves, so that you could smell it. You will love it. Even if I put it on a cold sore that I've had, it is safe. It is so wonderful. I was going to say it's so yummy. It's about $140 a month, but it'll last you way more than a month. It lasts us, my husband and I, way more than a month. And he uses the facial cleanser actually for shaving cream, and you don't need very much at all. And also I want to mention about this gets a #2 rating on an app called Think Dirty. It's a free app you can download, and just put in your hair care product, put in your skincare product, and see what number it comes up, 1 through 10. The higher the number, the dirtier it is and the more toxic it is. Ours get 1 and 2, and even our hand cream gets a 0. So we came out recently with a hair care system that you will absolutely love. A shampoo, conditioner, and scalp serum. It makes your scalp tingly, smells like peppermint and rosemary and thyme. Really beautiful. It won a Stevie Award, which is a business award. So this is shaking it up in the hair care industry. I promise you, there are people that have had all kinds of issues, including thinning of the hair, and they've had some extraordinary results with this. So less hair breakage, increasing the hair shine, hair volume, scalp dryness, and reducing the hair frizz. And it's just really, really lovely. And it gets a 1 and 2 rating on that Think Dirty app. Okay. Well, if I shake this up, I don't know if they're going to come in here, but I think they might. Oh boy, oh yeah, they're both here. I have Yorkies, and I'm just going to show you something. Come here, Sunny. So Sunny is my little smaller Yorkie, and this is Pet Tandem, which is Pro Tandem. He gets a half because he's little. He's under 11 pounds. And then this is Bug, and Bug gets a whole one. And he really likes it. So people were giving Pro Tandem to dogs, horses, cats, sheep, goats, and having extraordinary results with the human pill because it works on all mammals. So our company was brilliant, came out with a pet version that they can chew so you don't have to stick a pill down their mouth. So the dogs love it. There was a double-blind study showing of 80 dogs where the clinicians could tell which dogs had had the placebo, which ones had had the test product before they got the blood work back because there was such a viable difference. And you can see the benefits on the screen. So that's our product catalog. That is it. We have anti-aging trifecta. We have the lifestyle formulas with the probiotic and prebiotic and smart weight management, healthy nootropics for the brain, Axio, oh my gosh, you will love it and you'll feel it. And then our hair care and skin care, which is non-toxic, and of course the canine anti-aging products. So that is our product catalog. So people can be customers. They don't have to do the business. 90% of LifeVantage is customer-based. We are a customer-based driven opportunity company. But if you can fall in love with these products and a few basic business principles, you might want to take part in sharing this with other people and A, getting your products paid for, or B, creating some part-time leveraged income or full-time or big-time leveraged income. And I can talk to you a little bit more about that. We have a platinum and a gold pack that I like to speak to primarily, that for those that are really serious about the opportunity, that includes a $50 starter kit as well, which gives you all the marketing materials and brochures and samples to help you get started to give to other people. But in the platinum pack, you get all of the products. And so it's your Starbucks. You get all the lattes. That's what I like to think of it as. You get all of them so that you can have that experience. The gold pack has all of the products, but not all of them. We also have another option, the silver pack. But what you also get is so much support from not only the people, oh my gosh, the people in LifeVantage, that's the been the best part. The culture, the personal growth. Oh my gosh, the personal development, and our corporate staff is incredible. They ship everything. You don't have to worry about it. You get a website. They do the marketing and advertising. It's just really beautiful. We have all kinds of events. A lot of us are going next week to Cancun, which is going to be phenomenal. So if you're thinking about, if I'm not doing backflips over where I want to be financially in 3 to 5 years or my retirement, I would say take a very serious look at having a business like this. I had never done network marketing in my entire life, except I love people. So I guess I have been doing network marketing my entire life, because if I love something, it's easy for me to share that joy and that passion with someone, from a good yoga studio to a movie or a book, whatever it might be, a restaurant. So timing is critical in business, whether it's corporate, whether it's network marketing. We are still on the basement. We are to the left of that little black dot called momentum. And that's really a beautiful place to join a company. We are at the forefront of this new modern science called nutrigenomics. And the world is paying attention to LifeVantage right now. All the components are in place. We have an amazing corporate staff. The timing, the compensation, the system, all of it, the products, they're monthly consumable that people need. So you start building an asset-based business. This is not a get rich overnight. This is a network marketing, not net wish marketing business. But if you can jump on that wave, that surfboard, and ride this wave of momentum, you guys, this is life-changing. This is a generational, willable, sellable income business. This is a legacy company. We are going to be around for many, many years and leave a gift to so many people. So this, if someone would have told me where I would be 8 years ago, right now, I would not even believe this. So I'm going to share that story with you momentarily. But if you get to the top of that wave and you look back and you go, wow, I wish I really would have been on that wave, that's not a great place to be. I did not grow up in an entrepreneurial family. Right now, if you're learning about LifeVantage, you are an early adopter. You're one of the ones who got one of the first iPhones. This is the Apple of wellness care right here. Let's get your questions answered if you're serious. We pay really well. I'm not going to get into all of this tonight, but we do have global revenue sharing. What company in the world do you know that does global revenue sharing? We take 4% of the global commissionable sales monthly and put them in a pool, and they are divided among the elite leaders of our company. We have 4 levels of elite: Pro 7, Pro 8, Pro 9, and Pro 10. I am an elite Pro 8 in LifeVantage and hit the elite ranks in 5 years with LifeVantage when I hit Pro 7. So we are publicly traded. We have to show our earnings income disclosure statement, which is on our website. Pretty awesome. And it's shown in more detail than this, but I wanted you to focus on the monthly average. We have levels 1 through 10. And basically, we try to get our people to what's called Pro 3. It's about 5,000 volume points in their organization, almost dollar for point, within their first 90 days of LifeVantage. As you start building a team, meaning there's a couple people you've shared this with because you've had your own incredible story, right? Or you just know that you're excited about an opportunity that can really bless people. Think about the science we have here. It's pretty amazing. And the products, people need all of these components, all of these products. So over time, you're creating this beautiful asset-based business, and it's life-changing. If somebody would have said, Marisa, you're going to be an elite Pro 8 in the year 2020, I would never have believed that. But this is earnings that come every single month. And I love what Warren Buffett says: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will be working until you die. I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky. Well, I'm going to share that story when I get off the PowerPoint. I'm going to share with you, what most of us are like, because I'm just a normal person. But what are you going to do when you get this beautiful success in LifeVantage? If you follow the system, you give back. And it could be one of our many charities that LifeVantage also gives back. They help match what we give back. We've built homes for families in Rocky Point, Mexico. I actually My husband and my children and I did that 2 years in a row. It was just absolutely phenomenal. We have lots and lots of different charities out there, because it's not all about the money. The money comes, but it's really about helping people. And when I grew up in Kentucky in Lexington, the youngest of 5 kids. My parents argued all the time about what they didn't have, about us never having enough. And we weren't poor. My dad was growing up. He grew up in Kentucky in Appalachia. His father was killed in the coal mines of Kentucky. My dad worked briefly in the coal mines and escaped and got an education. Married my mom. We were all born in DC, but we went back to Kentucky. And it's just, he had that mindset of never having enough. And that kind of plagued me as I grew up. And even though I was successful in my career in television news, there was always that like mentality inside me. There's not going to be enough for my kids. My husband and I are older kids, or older, older parents. And this has shifted that mindset. I now know that we are all capable of doing whatever it is that we want to do if we find passion and purpose. And this business of network marketing is a profession. And when it is treated right and it's taken seriously, like I put my blinders on and I fit this in the nooks and crannies of my life. And one day this nooks and crannies job paid me more money a month than I made being a stay-at-home mom, working my little PR marketing business, and sure makes a lot more than what I ever made in television news. And so that has allowed us to give back as well. And it's just been so joyful, the culture of LifeVantage and the people of LifeVantage. So I just invite you to get your questions answered, get back to the person that invited you on this call tonight, and let them know, what information do I need? What more information do I need? We have a lot of fun here. We do a lot of smiling, and we're getting healthier, and we're helping the world get healthier. And really, it is about our health, because without our health, nothing else matters, right? Doesn't matter how much money you have. So we've got the best products in the world. Get your questions answered. Thank you so much for being on tonight. Have a beautiful evening.